I hope you're watching with your widest of TVs with a fat back and got your Live Strong bracelets on and mobilizing for Y2K because we're doing 2000s pop culture trivia tonight. Yes, that's right. Hello and welcome to everyone on Twitchland. This is the game show where we ask two comedians if they'll do whatever it takes to win. That's right. I'm your host, BJ Jeranyama, and today we're going to be doing 2000s pop culture trivia, and it's not just me. We're going to have a special guest host, a machine learning ethics researcher, and a lover of dog. They are a wonderful improv and sketch comedian, also a writer. It's Tomo Lazovich, everybody!
Hello!
Tomo, how are you doing? Oh, I don't know. I think you froze for a second. You're all right. You're all right. I think you're doing well, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing good. Hopefully not frozen.
It's Tomo's time. Tomo, I've got a question for you. All right. You know that we're doing 2000s pop culture tonight. And I've got to ask you, what was the biggest pop culture event of the 2000s that impacted your life or like your memory that just like stuck with you and you will remember till your final moments?
Oh, man.
It's a lot of stuff that happened.
I know. I'm going to go with Mean Girls.
Wow.
The release of Mean Girls. There's so much there. It's such an iconic film. And, I know there's like major historical events in the early 2000s and all that, but Mean Girls, that's my answer.
Mean Girls is great. One of Tina Fey's finest movies.
Yes, indeed.
Lindsay Lohan in the prime, acting her like life out. It was great.
Rachel McAdams, also in her prime.
So many wonderful people in that movie. All right. Well, as always, Tomo, we're going to get to the rules in just a little bit. But before that, we've got to introduce our contestants. And if you've watched the show before, we start this is whatever it takes. We can't start off the game during the game show. No, we started before the game show. We had both of the contestants write each other's bios. And basically, hey, Tomo's going to decide who wrote the best bio. And whoever wrote the best bio gets to go first in round 1 and round 3. And that's pretty big because the points, hey, they double every round. So you can amass a lot of points by going first. So, hey, Tomo, you ready to see who's going to be on the show tonight?
Yes, I am. I'm excited.
All right. Well, here's Ariana's bio, which was written by Peels. From the cold, gray, boring-ass home of Microsoft, Starbucks, and Twilight comes the first actual sign of a sense of humor. The local #1 comic of Seattle, Ariana Ramich. Ariana is also the reigning editor of the Foreigner blog, which is a place for the broader immigrant diaspora to make jokes without dishonoring their families. When not making spicy jokes, she accidentally will break into wholesome, inclusive, community-building efforts that make Seattle kind of okay, I guess. Please welcome the undeniable Ariana Ramich. Did I say your name correctly? I'm hoping I did.
You got it. It's great. Wonderful, chaotic intro that I love.
Ariana, it seems like you are the thing that's making Seattle go. How are you doing that? Let us know, what's that secret thing that gets you to get Seattle to be the great place it is, or the okay place?
It's really hard being at the top. I'll tell you that much. It's really a lot of pressure over here, but I have to be a shining light in a gray city, So what motivates me is leaving this place. So.
Where are you going to leave to? You going to go Portland? You going to go Vancouver? You have to stay in the Pacific Northwest.
I know, right? I don't know, but it is an okay city. It's an okay area.
All right. Well, we're happy to have you on the show. Let's see who you're going to be competing with tonight. So here's Peel's bio, which was written by you. Piali Mukherjee is a talented comedian, writer, techie, and Aries based out of New York City or Delaware. Peers have called her chaotic, but she self-describes as iconic. You may have heard her satirical musings in Point and Case or in the Old Lady comedy, but her most thought-provoking pieces is her ghosting policy, which you can find on her website, piali.com. The one, the only, Piali Peels Mukherjee. Hello, Peels.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hey, everyone.
Oh, my God. It seems like you're just writing all over the place.
Am I? I am honored to be here tonight with Seattle's #1 and literally only remarkable feature. So,
Damn.
yeah.
We're just going in at Seattle today. Hey, Peels, do you want to tell the audience where you are coming in from?
Yes, I'm happy.
You're talking a lot of smack.
I'm happy to report that I'm tuning in this evening from Wilmington, Delaware, which is home to Deer, one very fantastic Costco, and Joe Biden.
Can't miss.
Yes,
Can't
that's
miss.
literally, yeah, that's what's up.
That's it.
What's up.
That's it. Do you feel like just being in the air of Delaware, one of our smallest states, just gives you a sense of just comedic gold?
I feel like it just makes commuting to everywhere else easier. So that gives me time to be like, oh yeah, wow, passengers are terrible. Other people are terrible. Yeah, this is why we can't have public transport and so on and so forth. So yes, it does give it like a space of at least 2 hours either way, north or south, reflection on wherever it is I need to go.
Lots of musings when you're traveling around Delaware. Tomo, you just got 2 different bios. You've some funny bios in there, making fun of cities, making fun of a bunch of different stuff. Who is going to be going first in round 1 and round 3?
It's a tough decision because both the bios are really good, but I love me some bashing Seattle, so I got to give it to Peels.
You're breaking my heart. You're breaking my heart here.
All right, Peels, you're going to go first in round 1, round 3. That's a big advantage to you. But Ariana, don't worry. You're going to go first in round 2. And hey, you never know what's going to happen on Whatever It Takes. You've got to do whatever it takes to win.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to win. I have to. I will not recover from this.
I affirm Ariana's wish, and therefore, if I win, I will end up being very sore and upset about it, as is appropriate.
All right, we're going to get into the gameplay in just a moment. I'm going to remind the viewers about the rules of the show and the gameplay. We're going to have the contestants, and they're going to alternate answering trivia questions and completing Whatever It Takes challenge. There are three 10 to 15 minute rounds. And with every round, the potential points double, but the questions and the challenges, they're going to get harder. Each contestant can take the Whatever It Takes challenge 3 times per round. And, once a person gets a trivia question, they can either answer it or they can challenge their opponent to either answer the question for double points or hear out the Whatever It Takes challenge. At that point, their contestant can either determine they're going to answer that, or they can hear out the Whatever It Takes challenge and then decide if they're going to do it or they're going to make the original question answer or their contestant take that challenge. All right. In the first round, points are going to be worth 20 for answering an original trivia question and 40 points after being challenged. All right. Are y'all ready?
As I'll ever be.
There is no choice.
All right, we're going back to 2000 through 2010 with this one. Peels, you are up. Here's your first question.
Oh my God.
Before text, there was AIM or AIM. What does AIM stand for?
It's American Internal Messaging? No, it's something internal messaging. Oh crap. You know what? I'm just gonna stick with like available internet messaging. Yes, it was something internet messaging. Yes, I'm gonna go wrong.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Okay, you went with available instant messaging. I'm going to throw it to Tomo on this because I think we started the show with a little bit of a controversy. What I have for it is AOL instant messaging, America Online instant messaging. But Tomo, what do you think? You'll be the tiebreaker on this one.
I think AOL was the most important part of that answer, so I'm going to say no.
Oh, unfortunately, Peels, you did not get that answer. That's only 20 points. You'll have more opportunities to get some over there. Ariana, we're up to you right now. You ready?
I just want to say that was very hard. That's an acronym within an acronym, and I feel that's sadistic for a first question. But yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Just set the tone from the start.
Hey, this is whatever it takes. You're going to get questions.
Yeah, when in doubt, just say American something. Like,
yeah,
probably right. Like, 2000s, everybody knew America was on TV all the damn time.
Yeah.
Something about America.
Yeah.
Okay,
I am ready.
All right, Ariana. What two actors married each other after starring together in That 70s Show?
Do you mean back then or like they're married now?
They're married now.
Okay.
Yeah.
My final answer is Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher.
Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher is 100% right. That's 20 points on the board. That's the first points that we got over here. You knew it. You got it.
Yeah.
Peels, we are up to you next.
No.
Paper Planes by MIA was featured in what 2008 British Indian movie?
Oh, Slumdog Millionaire.
Slumdog Millionaire is correct.
Made it! Yes! Oh my God! I have not dishonored my ancestors. I'm here.
Hey, you know that was a great movie. Ariana, you are up. Sean Corey Carter is better known by his stage name of what? What is Sean Corey Carter's stage name?
I know this?
Here's a hint. Here's a hint. It's someone that I have a good amount of faith that you know.
Well,
like just generally.
That. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sean Carter. You know what?
Remember, if you don't know it, you can challenge Peels. But it looks like Peels, I don't know, you might have given away the fact that you do know it. So I don't know if you want to challenge Peels.
I know.
But you could.
Here's the thing about this is that I know as soon as Peels says it, I'm going to be like, yeah, of course I know who that is.
So what if we just listen to what the challenge is?
Yeah. I'm going to challenge it. I'm going to throw it back. Yeah, let's spice things up.
So here's the thing. Ariana can't ask for the whatever it takes challenge yet, but can challenge Peels. And Peels, you can ask to listen to the whatever it takes challenge.
For the democratic purposes of this game, let us all be aware of what the challenge is.
But once you do that, you have to either decide to do the challenge or make Ariana do the challenge.
Ariana, you ready? Because
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, right now it's Peels who's going to decide. I'm going to let you know who is Sean Corey Carter. That's Jay-Z.
Yeah,
that sounds like, oh, this is Jay-Z.
You know what it was? The Corey really threw me off.
Corey.
The Corey in the middle, that doesn't feel right for Jay, you know?
Tomo, why don't you let us know what's that first whatever it takes challenge?
All right, our first whatever it takes challenge is words that rhyme with dude. So I have a list of 10 words that rhyme with dude. I want you to guess at least 5 of them. Now, this isn't any word that rhymes with dude. It's a list of 10 words that I put together that rhyme with dude. And I'll give you a hint. There's 5 easier ones and 5 harder ones. You get at least 5. You get the points.
All right.
And so like, you have to get that within like a timer, or like we just keep hitting on. Okay.
We'll do. What do you think, Tomo? 45 seconds?
Yeah, 45 seconds. Let's do that.
45 seconds. So, but Peels, you got to decide. Are you going to be taking this challenge, or are you going to make Ariana do it?
I will accept the challenge.
All right.
Ariana, you're up in the next round, so I would not be sighing if I were you, but okay.
All right, Tomo, you can count Peels down, and super producer will get the.
1 second. Before we start, does it have to rhyme like in the same beat? Like, does it also have to be like one syllable, or no?
No, it doesn't have to be one syllable.
Okay, great. Thank you. Because that stressed me out a bit, but all right.
All right, let's do it in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, there's brood, verisimilitude, attitude, screwed, crude, crude as in CREWED, CRUDE. There is also a mood. Yes, that is a word. And there is also shoed, SHOED, shoed as in to drive away, SHOOD. There's lube. There is. There's
2 more.
5 seconds.
Yeah, I can't. That's about it. I'm sorry.
All right, that was 8. I counted those are 8 different guesses. Tomo, did Peels get 5 of your guesses?
No, she only got 2.
Okay, why don't you let us know what the answers were?
So the 2 that you got were crude and brood.
Okay.
And the other ones that I had were nude, rude, food, seclude, longitude, magnitude, pop, ineptitude, and amplitude.
All right, yeah.
I will say, super impressed by verisimilitude.
I'm sorry. I heard dude, and my brain was like, hey, tell them about verisimilitude.
I wish that was on the list.
All right. Well, that's the end of round 1. You both did great. Tomo's going to be over there crunching the numbers together, seeing who's on top and who's got to climb up that mountain. I forgot to tell the audience, we love our audience. We love our chat. You see, we interact with you throughout the show. The first challenge in round 2, that's an audience question. This time we're going to have 2MB Idol. And it's going to be a 30-second challenge. American Idol was a hit TV show in the peak of the 2000s. And guess what? 2MB, guess what? This is 2MB Idol. In 30 seconds, we want one of the contestants to improv an original song that they would sing on American Idol. The twist, the audience is going to determine the artistic style the song must be sung in. It's either going to be A, Eminem, B, Beyonce, or C, Creed. That's right. The 3 big ones of the 2000s. Eminem, Beyonce, Creed. Super producer Alyssa is going to be putting in a poll on Twitch. Go ahead and vote. I'm just going to let the audience know. Go ahead and vote on that poll or put in your answer in the chat. Super producer Alyssa is going to let us know which one's going to win. Peels, what is your question?
Yes, I did have a question. So once the audience determines how we suffer, we are expected to render a song in this fashion?
You're going to be
music making as well. Okay.
Yeah, you're going to be improvising a song for 30 seconds. That's the first challenge of round 2. Ariana is going somewhere.
Ariana's like, goodbye.
But yes, in our break, while Tomo is still nice, got the mic. Tomo still crunching up the numbers. You see Tomo, an incredible mathematician. That's why you got the PhD for times like this, Tomo. I just want to let everyone know you're watching 2MB Studios right now. You might be on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. You might as well go down there and smash that subscribe button and follow, because this channel, it provides great content 7 days of the week. Some of the best performers, comedians, people on this challenge. And look what we got today. You can see more of this. So go ahead, follow it. You're right there. Hey, be a part of the wave. Be a part of the wave. Before we get that score update, Ariana, I want to come to you. We've established this already, but you're a pretty big stand-up comedian and a writer. You're the editor-in-chief at the satire publication, The Foreigner. And I know that The Foreigner just held and by the way, I'm a contributor at The Foreigner, so definitely follow that on Medium. Great stuff happening there. But The Foreigner just had a great stand-up show in Seattle. Why don't you tell our audience about it?
Yeah, it was really cool. I basically decided to get a bunch of my friends who are also immigrants or children of immigrants, as well as their comics, to do like a showcase together. And then part of the proceeds went towards helping refugees and immigrants from Ukraine. So it was really cool. It was really special. We sold out, which was really a lovely surprise as well. Yeah, very exciting. And yeah, it was just very cool. I hope to do it again. We had like pamphlets with some of the satire writing in there as well. So it was just a really special night, and it was kind of fun to do it after like 2 years of running the site.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. That sounds like a really like fulfilling thing. Yeah. And you saw that in the chat. You can see all of Ariana's socials and everything right there. Awesome. Ariana, why don't you just let the audience know how they can find you, and let us know if you have any projects that are happening right now or any shows that you want to let people know about.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram mainly. I usually post my shows on there on my link tree in my bio. And then the Foreigner blog is on Twitter and Instagram too. So follow along there.
Awesome. Go and you know what? Rachel is right. Go along and Hulk smash that subscribe button. Do it for 2MB. Do it for Ariana. Hey, do it for the gram. Tomo, I gotta tell you, I feel like I'm just in a void of nothingness because I don't know what the score update is. Please help me, bring me up. Let us know what is the score.
I'm sorry that took so long. It was really, really tough computation for round one. But in the end, it's a dead heat. You both got one question right, so it's 20 points to 20 points.
Oh, I was just going to ask, like, why did it take 10 minutes to assign me 0? But I'm so glad that didn't happen. Wow, okay. Again, surpassing expectations.
All right, it's round 2. The questions are harder, but hey, the points, they're higher. It's 40 points for an original question, 80 points for a challenge question, or a whatever it takes challenge. I haven't done this show in a month, and I feel like I just got cotton balls in my mouth. I can't speak correctly, but we're still having a great time.
You're doing it.
Ariana, you are up first for round 2. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right. Ashton Kutcher was the host of what MTV prank show?
Obviously, Punk'd.
That's right. You didn't get punked on this episode. You got that right. That's 40 points on the board.
Oh, what an astounding work of cultural literacy that was.
Change the game.
Only the finest coming out of Viacom Studios. Feels. What year? What year was Pokemon the movie 2000 originally released in Japan and the United States? Here, it's a hint. It's 2 different years.
Fuck. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if this is a family show.
You can swear. That's fine.
Okay, great. I want to say that I don't know, and I counter challenge Ariana to answer this.
All right, Ariana, you've been challenged. We're looking for the year that Pokemon, the movie 2000, was released in both Japan and the United States.
Well, let me tell you something. The hint does not help me. Can I hear the challenge?
You already know what the challenge is. It's the audience challenge. I'm going to let Tomo. Hey, but here's the thing. You'll decide if you're going to do it or if Peels is going to do it. I'm going to let you know the answer to this question, and then Tomo's going to remind us what the audience challenge was. And Lissa, super producer Lissa, has given the answer to it in the chat. The answer to what year was Pokemon the movie 2000 originally released in Japan and the United States was Japan 1999, the United States 2000. It was released a year apart. Okay. Hey, that's the 2000s.
Okay, excuse me, 1999 sounds like it's less than 2000. This is mathematically incorrect. I would be happy to report this to the right authority. We are not Y2K adjusted for time here, where all the clocks and circuitry was like, oh, the year 2000, time for us to fuse.
That's a hint to what the audience has said. Tomo, why don't you remind us what is the audience challenge and let us know who won?
All right, so we all know American Idol was a hit show. It's peak 2000s viewing, but right now on 2MB, we're about to have 2MB Idol. You're going to have 30 seconds, and we want you to improv an original song that you would sing on American Idol. And the twist is that the audience has determined the style that you will sing it in. They had three choices: Eminem, Beyonce, or Creed. And we know there's only one winner. The winner is Creed. So, one of you is going to have to sing an original song for 30 seconds in the style of Creed.
All right, Ariana, are you going to be the one that's going to have your arms wide open, or is it going to be Peels?
Okay.
I have a question as well, and I understand this is not in conventional alignment with the game, but can we counter challenge the audience, please? They can't have us do this.
We've got to respect the audience. The audiences are bread and butter. They keep on coming back. You got to do the Creed. It's, again, whatever it takes, and the audience is seeing if you'll do whatever it takes.
You know, here's the thing about Creed. Here's the thing about Creed is that you don't actually have to sing versus like if we got Beyonce, then it would have been, you know. Okay.
And then Eminem would have been a cheat because I already know 10 words that rhyme with dude.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah. Lean into that. So.
Here's the thing. As much as I want to throw you under the bus, Peels, I feel like we really bit the bullet with the challenge.
Wow, okay. Alas, look at me under the bus from where Ariana put me here.
Okay. So Ariana, you've challenged Peels to do this?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll take the challenge. And it's really for 30 seconds, and I can really elongate those notes, right?
Yeah.
For the team, God bless. Let's go.
Yep. Producer, co-host Tomo, why don't you count down Ariana? Actually, super producer Lissa, let's keep that clock on. Tomo, count down Ariana, and then we'll hear the great musical stylings of Ariana's Creed.
Okay, I just want you to know that I'm freaking out right now.
That's all right. We're going to do it, and we're going to do it in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, whatever it takes. It's Friday. Oh, I'll do whatever it takes because I have to say for 30 seconds it's America. We're number one. I don't know any Creed songs, but damn it, I got 5 seconds. Creed.
All right. Hey, chat, let us know. Did Ariana get get that correctly. Tomo, I've got to ask you, you know about Creed. You've heard Ariana's thing. Hey, is Ariana going to go to Hollywood? Let us know. What are you seeing in the chat? What are you thinking? Should Ariana get those 80 points?
I have a note. Not exactly to Ariana, but like for the show. Firstly, Ariana, I had no idea what Creed was. So your performance helped me understand it better.
Thank you.
I think than the original would have. So
I think they would have.
thank you for bringing me up to speed. I did not grow up in the United States in the 2000s, and I did not listen to this music at all. So
oh boy, and Brett is my biggest fan right now, for sure, in the chat.
All right, Tomo, what are you thinking? Oh no!
I have to say, are we good?
Yeah, you're back. You're
Am
back.
I back? Yeah. Okay. I have to say that was amazing, and to channel my inner Randy Jackson, it's a yes from me, dog.
Oh, there you go, Ariana. You just got 80 points on the board, and guess what? Since you were challenged, you are up again. You can get 40 more points. All right. In the year 2003, the World Health Organization issued a global alert for which disease?
The variety of these questions.
It's 2000s pop culture, which I figured was everything that happened in the 2000s.
Yeah, to me, that's not pop. That's rock and roll. Man, for which disease? The issue.
You can also challenge Peels.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna challenge you, Peels. Maybe I feel like you might know this one.
bird flu.
Bird flu was your final answer.
Or avian flu, whatever, avian NH1, whatever its formal government name is, but bird flu is what it was called.
That was a good clarification, but not the clarification you needed because it was SARS.
Oh,
SARS.
Damn it.
It's all coming back to me now.
SARS is the reason we have the COVID vaccine. How could I forget this?
Yep.
Yeah, damn. Oh no.
But hey, Peels, you're up again.
Oh no.
You're up right now. And this one I would say is more pop culture. Originally released in 1996. Okay. This popular pet toy became one of the biggest toys of the late 90s and early 2000s. Again, it's a digital pet toy.
If it's not a Tamagotchi, I will die. It's a Neopet, isn't it? Fuck.
Oh, I don't know. You gotta tell me what your answer is, or if you're gonna challenge.
Neopets.
You went with Neopets. That's your final answer.
Pet. No. Oh no.
That's your final answer? Or are you gonna challenge Ariana?
I feel like Tomo is indicating that the Tamagotchi was correct.
Go with your gut.
Okay, it's a digital pet toy, right? So it's an actual device. And Neopets was not a device, so Tamagotchi it is.
All right, you went with Tamagotchi, and it seems like all the participants on this call wanted you to get this because it was Tamagotchi.
Okay, bless. Thank you. I live to see another round.
That's 40 points on the board. The chat loves, super producer Alyssa's loving the Tamagotchi stuff. Brett loves Tamagotchi too. We got one more question for round 3. Ariana, let's see if we can get some more points on the board. All right. Hybrid Theory was the hit debut album for what rock band?
Yes, do it. Carry it over to me.
Hybrid Theory.
Hybrid Theory.
Yes.
Not the band Prius. I'll challenge again. I don't know.
Yes, please. It's Linkin Park.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, I will die upon this hill.
All right. You know what Chester and Mike and the whole gang were doing. That's correct. It was Linkin Park.
Yes.
That's the end of the episode. End of the episode. No, that's the end of the round. We still got another round. Stay here, people. Again, I can't stop doing the show for a month. I just get so rusty.
I feel like it's a trivia fact for the audience to know that Linkin Park was all the rage in India, like at that time, just because every 13-year-old kid was like, this is how we listen to international music, like outside of local radio.
Yeah.
So you were cool if you knew Linkin Park, and therefore Linkin Park became your religion.
There you go.
That is how this worked.
Hey,
that is why
in India,
I know.
they loved new metal.
They did. They did at the time.
All right. Well, that's the end of round 2. Tomo's over there always crunching the numbers, seeing what happened in the round. While Tomo's doing this, I'm going to remind you, the audience, 2MB Studios has a Patreon. You can get some behind-the-scenes action, some great bonus content and stuff like that. You can be a patron for as little as $2 a month or up to $10 a month. It helps sustain this show. There's so many great shows that are on this network. Again, help out if you want. You see it in the chat. Producer listeners, put that in the chat. I'm going to pop that on the screen. Do that. But hey, Peels, I wanted to talk to you because you're a modern day virtuoso. You do so many things, from tech to comedy to writing to being in Delaware. And
thank you. That is probably the only achievement that I've had in the long list.
And I know that you have your newsletter, Peels Please, and I've been reading it. I've been checking it out, and there's things that go from book reviews to the minutia of life to like full-on screenplays that you put out. And I just want to ask you, like, what's your inspiration for your newsletter? It just seems like you're pulling from so many points. It's so cool and everything. So let the audience just know about it. Give us your pitch and why they should subscribe to it.
Oh, this is such a philosophically complex question. Also because Brett is one of my like primo subscribers, been here from day one and is here in the chat. So here I am disappointing Brett virtually again. In terms of inspiration for the blog, really, I just wanted to keep an active writing practice. And part of it is that I felt like I wanted to write the kind of comedy that there weren't really journals for, or no one was going to accept at the time. So just like, here's a place for it to live. That said, I think it's also an exercise in vulnerability. So, you get to know me uncomfortably up and close if you subscribe to my blog. You will know what my perfume smells like. And honestly, here's the other thing. I don't send intrusive emails because I'm also not very consistent with publishing. So if there's ever like a Bed Bath or Beyond coupon that's fighting for your inbox space, like, don't worry, I'm very respectful of that. And subscribe if you want. And if you don't, that's fine too. I am terrified of being perceived.
And how can people find you and follow you?
So yes, I'm Peels Please on all of the social media, so Instagram as well as Twitter. I also have a website of my own if you really want to just... This is a whole story in of itself, but my dad bought the URL when I was 11 and continued to renew it, so I own piali.com, whatever the fuck that might be. It's truly a test.
I love that.
Yep.
Yeah, like my dad bought it when I was 11 years old, which is 2000 and something, and that perhaps is the defining moment, but I didn't even know that until years later when I was like, well, I need a URL. And my dad was like, I have been squatting on one for so many years.
See? That's a great 2000s dad. That's a great aughts dad.
That's tearing me up right now.
So, by the way, I should also use this opportunity to pitch that if you already know what your child's name is going to be, you should squat on the URL. Like, just do that right now. Do what my parents did.
All right. We got to get back to the game. But before we do that, Tomo, the aliens are taking me up to the ship. And the only way they'll let me be free on Earth is if you give us this point update.
All right, BJ. We're going to save you. It is still a tie. 140 points to 140 points. You each got 2 questions in that round, 1 normal and 1 challenge. So it all comes down to this. The final round.
We've got like 12 minutes left to go. This is probably the most competitive matchup that we've had so far. This is the final round. The questions are going to be the hardest they've ever been, but the points, they're going to be the most. It's 80 points for an original trivia question. It's a whopping 160 points for a challenge question or whatever it takes challenge. That means with one question, the whole game could change. All right, Peels, you won the first challenge, so you are up first. Are you ready?
No, but do I have a choice?
All right, you're up. You got to do whatever it takes. We're going back to the WHO. In 2009, what virus was declared a global pandemic by the World Health Organization?
2009?
2009.
What virus was declared a global pandemic?
Yeah, it definitely wasn't like COVID. But it was a thing.
Yes, I believe, and I remember this because of the memes that came probably too late. But let me see if Ariana's in the mood to answer this, because there have been times where Ariana says that I've been really eager to answer something and carried it over. So I'm like, do you want this, Ariana, or shall I shoot my shot like a COVID booster?
I'm thinking you shoot your shot, because what I'm realizing is that I know nothing about medicine.
Okay, my answer is Ebola.
All right, you went with Ebola. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
All right, lock that in, Ebola. And the answer was swine flu, a.k.a. H1N1, a.k.a. the swine influenza.
That's what I would have guessed.
Damn.
Or mad cow disease was on my mind.
Truly.
There you go, H1N1 direction.
Weren't parts of the world closed off for Ebola? I feel like everyone's like, you can't fly because of Ebola.
I think Ebola happened in like 2014, if I'm not incorrect.
Oh wow! I am so old.
I'm remembering, we lived through more than one pandemic.
Also, remember when Zika was a thing?
Yeah,
right? Like that was another.
Yeah,
we've been living through these disease-borne times.
Yeah.
What are we, like medieval peasants?
Yeah.
Well, Ariana, let's see if we can make you a medieval queen and not a peasant anymore. What year did The Amazing Race first air in the United States? It's round 3. It's the hardest. This is pop culture. There's a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. I'm going to say 2003 because it just feels right.
Okay, you going to lock that in?
Sure.
So close. We're looking for 2001.
Oh, no.
2001.
Was it pre or post 9/11?
Don't know. I would guess that would have made production a little bit tougher.
Yeah.
After that.
Oh, man.
Wait, a completely random tidbit that I just wanted to share with everyone who's joining us today. I saw someone do like a Twitter review of the Disney Pixar movie Turning Red. And everyone's like, this is wrong because even though it's Canada, it doesn't represent anything about 9/11. And it's like, what? Like this is a children's show at the time.
That's a hot take. It did happen in that country.
You know what? That's the hill to die on, though.
All right.
Sorry, it just that 2001 was mentioned, and I feel like that was a pivotal moment in history.
All right, Peels, you are up. We're going to go to one more year later. Who is the singer who recorded the title song for the 2002 Bond movie starring Pierce Brosnan and Halle Berry, Die Another Day? The song was also called Die Another Day.
Madonna.
Whoa! Are you yes, locking that one in?
I know the like song, so yes. Oh.
That's 80 points on the board. It was Madonna. You knew that immediately.
I'm sorry.
All right, we got 5 more minutes. Ariana, I'm going to ask you, what was the name of the Pope that died in 2005? It's round 3. What can I say? We're looking for a pope's name.
It's 2 names.
I'm just
2
gonna
regular
say
guy names.
Francis. No, John Paul.
Made it. She's made
Is
it.
that
Come on,
what you're gonna lock in? Peels, I'm hosting the show. You can't just give away.
You know what, though? We
Peels
kinda
is
gave
just
it
like,
to
yeah.
Bongani, so I'm gonna lock in for Jean Paul.
Okay, John Paul. I'm actually going to go with Tomo on this because there might be a little bit of controversy here because the answer was John Paul II. Tomo, are we going to give Ariana those 80 points?
We'll allow it. We'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's within the John Pauliverse. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jean Paula Abdul, that would be a great drag name. Yeah.
Yep.
I just want to keep the score tied as long as possible, so we're going to give the points.
Also, I'm sorry, BJ. I cannot be coasting on the success that Ariana has provided me without helping her out a little bit. Like,
No worries. I was just kidding. But hey, Peels, you are up.
Oh shit.
All right.
Okay.
Serbia and Montenegro became independent nations in 2003 after splitting from what former country?
I feel like Ariana knows this answer.
So we want to know what country it was previously a part of, but not the country it was colonized by. Let's say that.
Fuck? Okay.
I'll just tell you,
Okay,
like,
I
it was
remember
under
that
like
Sarajevo Diaries was a thing, right? So
Yeah.
like, right. So I'm thinking Bosnia, but my world history is not that hot.
Peels,
And
let me give you a hint.
okay.
This country does not exist anymore.
Oh,
It's split from what former country?
what did Serbia
You
say?
can also challenge Ariana, but I
Yes,
don't know if that
I
will
challenge
work for you.
Ariana. You know, it's fine. I accept my limitations where they are.
This is unfair because I'm from my family's from the region, but former Yugoslavia.
Yugoslavia is absolutely correct. That's 160 points on the board. And Ariana, guess what? Because you were challenged, you are going to go up again. Let's see. What language did the electronic robotic toys Furbies speak?
They spoke.
Yep. Furbies had their own language.
Furbies.
See, my Genia in the chat, aka Eugenia, who has been on the show,
Wait,
it's like
I'm
they
sorry.
spoke.
Furbies are not the people who have a fetish for people in animal costumes.
No,
yes?
those are furries.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
My apologies. Yes. Just want to be clarified on where we are.
I don't know this, so Peels, I'm gonna pass it to you, and if you want to challenge, I'll leave it up to you.
What is the challenge that we partake in this round?
Once you take the challenge, you can't answer the question. So
That's fine. Yes, challenge.
all right, we've got our last challenge. That's going to be the last thing of the game. And if Peels gets this challenge, then I believe it's going to be a tie. But the answer to it was Furbies speak Furbish. Furbish.
What?
Yep. Tomo, we need that challenge. We're going into the last 10 minutes, so we need to do this quick. What's the challenge?
All right. The challenge is we want you to create the ultimate boy band. We want you to assemble 5 members to be part of your ultimate boy band, but you cannot repeat 2 people from the same boy band. So we want you to tell us the person's name and what band they were a part of.
You're asking her to make a super group of boys? I love that.
So
What
you
if-
have 45
and so-
seconds.
And then they can only be from like, they can be solo artists that I've just sort of recruited into a band. No. They must already belong to a band.
We want them to be part of a boy band, and you're picking and choosing from the boy bands to make your ultimate boy band.
I believe
Yeah.
I counter challenge Ariana on this.
Oh, okay. And I should let you know, it can be boy bands from any country around the world. It can be boy bands in Asia, in Europe, in like Britain, in South America, in the United States. from the 2000s, and we'll say late 90s as well. Ariana, now you gotta do it. So
You wanted it.
Is it 5? Is it 5 boys?
Yes.
Okay.
So tell us who you want and from what band they're coming from.
Okay. I'll do it. I'll do it.
All
Okay.
right. Yeah. I
Now
think
I'm kinda nervous.
there's not going to be a clock over here. You're just going to generally do it. If you start to stumble, then Tomo will be like, "Oh, you can't do it." But just generally get it out. So Tomo, count it down.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, I'm gonna say Jesse McCartney from Dream Street, Nick Lachey from 90 Degrees, Justin Timber. No, I take that back. JC Chazé from NSYNC, because everyone knows he was way better. Oh my gosh, what was his name? But okay, I'll do Kevin from Backstreet Boys. And Kevin was the one everyone forgot about. And then the fifth one I'll do is now I'm like, who did I already say? Oh my god, 5. How much time do I have? Oh my god.
10 seconds.
I'll say you could also do a girl band member if that's also.
Girl, are you
Wait, what?
We're just
No,
well,
I'm just making it over. What is this? What is this sudden inclusion?
I'm trying to get it done.
No, I protest. Shall not.
Fergie from Blossom or whatever their group was called.
It was not called Blossom.
It wasn't. It was called Wild Orchid. It was called Wild Orchid.
What's it called? Black Eyed Peas.
No, she was in a band before that, a girl group.
What? Oh wow.
All right. We've got the top 5. Ariana, why don't you let us know what are that 5 again? And then Tomo, you let me know if Ariana completed that challenge.
Wait, you want me to go through them again?
Yeah, just
okay,
like
I think I said Jesse McCartney from Dream Street. I think the next one was Nick Lachey from 90 Degrees. And then I think it was JC Chazé from NSYNC, Kevin from the Backstreet Boys, and then I think Fergie from Wild Orchid.
All right, Tomo, is Ariana going to get that 160 points?
Yep, that is an ultimate almost boy band.
Hey, we're outside of the aughts now. We're much more inclusive. Everyone can be in the band.
Yeah, thank God.
All right, that's the end of the show. That's the end of the rounds. Tomo is still over there crunching up that numbers. I want to let everybody know we only got 4 more shows. That's right, 4 more shows in this season. Until we end in June. So definitely come back, watch us. We're going to have our next show is going to be on May 6th. We'll have 2 new comedians and a new guest host. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a great time. This show runs every first and third Friday of every month. It's a great time. I also want to thank Tomo so much for being our great guest host this evening. Tomo has been a contestant before. And thank you again, Tomo. Tomo, how can the people find you? And if you have any projects, let them know about it.
You can find me on Twitter at Lazovich. It's my handle right there in the text. And just follow me there. I tweet funny things sometimes.
Awesome. And I also want to give a big shout out to super producer Lissa, who's been over there on the 1s and 2s, changing up everything. Thank you, super producer Lissa. Well, Tomo, we've got to know. And I'm telling you, Rachel is right next to me, executive producer of this channel and this show, and is holding a weapon against me and saying if I do not get the winner, then I'm going to get whacked. And I don't want to know what that is. So please let me know.
All right. So our winner tonight with a final score of 540 points is Ariana. With edging out with, of all things, a question about the former Yugoslavia.
There we go. Well, as tradition, Ariana, you won. You did whatever it takes. That means that you get yourself a 30-second victory speech. Super producer Alyssa, why don't we isolate Ariana on the screen?
Thank you all so much. It is amazing that I won this, given that I knew nothing about global health or rock music, for that matter. But of course, in true fashion, in true Balkan fashion, my heritage saved the day. So, what can I say? I would like to thank BJ for having me, Tomo for giving me points I probably didn't deserve, and obviously Peels for just being along for the ride. So, and of course, Alyssa, the fans, the people in the chat. Honestly, couldn't have done this without you guys. So, thank you. Have a good night.
All right. Congratulations, Ariana. And you know what? Congratulations to you, Peels, as well. You were a great contestant. Didn't win today, but you're always a winner in our hearts. I want to let the chat know. Usually we have 69 minutes of Sex With Me, the most sultriest pun-based game show in all of Twitch. That would be next with Ryan and Ryan's band of comedians and funny people, but that's not happening this evening. I don't know if the channel has another show that's coming up. Maybe Rachel will let us know in the chat, but hey, continue watching. There's going to be some more shows coming over in the next couple of days. But yes, if you like me, if you like what I'm doing, you can follow me Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at Bongani Made This. All my handles are that. You can go and follow and see my work when I publish stuff or when I do stand-up comedy again at some point. I keep saying I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. But again,
I believe in you.
Thank you. But again, Ariana, you did whatever it takes to win. Thank you to the chat. Thank you to everyone. Get back here on May 6th. We really appreciate it. And hey, we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.